Usually, whenever I go to any clients, I ask them to face the camera, to put themselves out there, to shoot their clients or customers. But I myself have never done that. This is the first time I'm being on camera and I'm a bit nervous, but let's see how it goes basically. So my name is Vedant and I'm a designer. So I like to call myself a designer. I come from an architectural background where I've had a bit of a mixed life. Mixed in the sense that I was born in India, in Pune. I went to Australia in 2007 when I was 7 years old, and I came back to India in 2014. I did parts of my education where I started my bachelor's degree in architecture, and during COVID, suddenly we decided to go back to Australia, so which was 2020. So in 2020, I left my bachelor's degree in architecture halfway and decided to go back to Australia and picked up my bachelor's degree from University of Sydney and completed my degree in Australia from University of Sydney. During this period, because of COVID and because of the time I had, I always wanted to explore the graphic design side of, and in exploring this, I got an opportunity where one of my dad's friends, he decided to do a website and he hired another agency basically. But that agency required someone to provide them with content, with some graphics, etc. and things like that. So that friend, so my dad's friend, he asked me if I could develop this content for their website basically. So in this is where the journey sort of began, where I started by doing some basic text writing for the website which they were developing, some basic graphics and things like that, and it sort of caught my interest. During my whole architecture degree in Pune and in Sydney, I had already picked up the skills for graphic designing, but the journey actually began for the business at that point where I started developing this content and things like that for my dad's friend. From there, I sort of decided, okay, why not look for more work similar to this, to start something part-time, like a freelancer. And the next opportunity I got was of a website for a solar company. And in doing so, like obviously I wanted to go to the graphic design side and I had never explored this website or digital side at all. But given me having this opportunity in hand to develop a website, I started researching on it and I started developing that website. And the outcome which I got, being the first website, was really good, very professional. And that's where I sort of gained my confidence of how gain my confidence in this industry basically. This was in 2021. So in 2021 I decided to formally start my company and registered my name, things like that. With the name as well, I did a bit of research, was a bit confused as to what name to start with. But in the whole ideation process to come up with the name, Mohar sort of stood out. Me being from Pune and from a Marathi background, Marathi is the mother language, is my mother language basically. And me being from this background, since I was a kid, I have always been taught about a historical leader who is basically praised a lot in the place where I come from. The stories which I was told as a child of this historic leader sort of had a mark on me somewhere, and the name Mohar sort of comes from this historical leader, which is Shivaji Maharaj, and that's where this journey sort of began. Now, this leader Shivaji Maharaj had a Raj Mudra. It's like a stamp which went on legal documents, you can say. This stamp was octagon shaped, and that octagon is what sort of started defining the whole brand identity of the company. I started off with lots of variations in the logo as well, where I explored this octagon, and going ahead, I sort of refined the logo first, and that's where the journey sort of began. I went to Mr. Print, I printed out some business cards, I got started from there. I reached out to people, and those people also recommended me to other people, and that's where the journey began. Mohar is a company that works with businesses to develop them into a brand.